I've got a maths challenge for you today, and what's good is that you can do it using things around your house, but also we're going to be using lots of math skills. So we're going to be counting, we're going to be adding, we are going to be using some of our times tables, so our 2, our 5 and our 10 times tables, and we're also going to be measuring time as well for one of the activities, okay? So you may need to pause this video, or you might want to get a pen of paper to jot down what I'm going to get you to find and count around your house, okay? Are you ready? So the first thing I'm going to get you to go and count are all of the pillows or cushions in your home. Now it's up to you whether you want to include your couch cushions, the pillows on your bed. You might want to count all of them. You might want to separate them into 2 different numbers, okay? So it's up to you what you do with that, but you need to go and find all of them and count all of those. Next, I want you to count how many eyes are there in your house. Now, don't forget your pets, because some of you I know have dogs and cats. You might even have goldfish, but they all have 2 eyes. Now, what times table can we use to help us with this one? We don't necessarily have to count both eyes each time. If we know how many people or pets we have, we can use our 2 times table to help us with that one. Next, I want you to count how many toilet rolls you have in your house. But make sure that your hands are nice and clean, because I know toilet rolls are usually near toilets. So make sure we're not getting too mucky with that one. But I know lots of people went out and bought lots of toilet rolls, didn't they? So let's see how many you've got in your house. Next, are you ready? I want you to count how many fingers and thumbs are in your house. So again, we can use one of our times tables. In fact, we can use 2 of our times tables to help us here. We can use either our 5 times table, because look, we've got 5 fingers and thumbs on each of our hands, or we can even use our 10 times table with this. So depending on how many people you have in your house, you will know how many fingers and thumbs there are if you use those times tables. Next, we're going to look up and around to count how many light bulbs we have in our homes. Now, just make sure you don't touch them, just use your eyes, because remember, electricity runs through light bulbs. So there might be the ones in your ceiling, you might have a special lamp, you might even have a light bulb in a plug-in light. So see how many you have there. Next, if it's nice and sunny, you might want to go outside for this one, but make sure you get permission first. If it is a bit rainy or a bit cold, you can always look out of your windows for this one. But I want you to count how many clouds are in the sky. There might not be any. I know that right now when I look out of my window, it's lovely and clear and it's just a nice blue sky. But let's see when you do it, how many clouds you can count. And it might give you a chance to get a bit of fresh air as well. Now this one might be tricky. There might be lots in your home. I want you to count how many keyholes there are. Now you might find keyholes on your doors, on your windows, maybe on a chest of drawers, maybe in the kitchen, but see how many keyholes you can find in your home. And finally, this one is going to take a watch or a clock, because I want you to time this one. I want you to time just for 1 minute, sit at your window, the front of your house, and just count how many people are passing by within that minute. Now remember, a minute is when that tall minute hand, that long minute hand, goes all the way around the clock or around your watch face and goes back to the top again, okay? So time this one so that you know exactly how many people passed in that minute. You could even count how many dogs pass if people are walking their dogs, couldn't you? Now, once you've done all of that counting, that's it now, but I'm sure you've got lots and lots of numbers there that you've counted up. I would like you to add up all of those numbers and see how many things that you have counted all together. And we're going to see who comes up with the biggest number. Okay, now if you want to add an extra challenge, you can also sequence these numbers. So you can put the greatest amount of things that you counted and order them all the way down to the least amount of things. So I know today my least amount of things is going to be the clouds, because there isn't a cloud in the sky. So you may want to order them. That will help you with place value and knowing what numbers are greater and less than others as well. But I look forward to hearing how many things you were able to find